Well, good morning, everybody. It's Yasmin here. Every time the camera starts, the reason why I do things like put on lipstick is because all lip gloss is I go, oh, hang on, I need lip gloss. How are you? So, I've had an interesting morning, can I just say. So, my husband's here and he's part of my interesting morning. I've had an interesting morning. I've been oversensitive and annoying, as usual. How about you? He's shaking his head.
Not annoying.
Sure. Anyway, people, I actually just found something by Michael Luton, who's an astrologer from New York, who I had the pleasure to get to know a little bit back in the day when I was living in Paris. And I wanted to share that with you, and I'll do a card as well. And if you can hear lots of noise, it's the vacuum cleaner, because we have a wonderful woman called Jordanos here who she's our cleaner. She comes in once a week usually, but my son had a party on Saturday night. She actually texted me on the weekend because she knows us so well and said, Yasmin, do you need me to come in on Monday morning to clear up? Which I found really funny because she knows me so well that I'm not a good house cleaner. I'm not good at it. It's not my talent. And I said, yes, please. So she very sweetly came at 10 a.m. this morning and is making it all look lovely downstairs. It was like we had 100 stampeding elephants in the house on Saturday night. It was actually about 20 or so teenagers, but I guess they leave as much mud as stampeding elephants. Anyway, it was really fun and the kids all had a good time, so it's all good. Anyway, guess what? Today, Saturn is going direct. And if you're feeling a bit agitated, as someone just said they are, and I was feeling a bit agitated this morning with my husband, who's right there, who's been saying, no, you misunderstood. Anyway, Saturn's going direct. So, basically let me read you what Michael Luton wrote about it, because I found this really good. You've had enough time to think it over, tapping your feet, hoping for Christ to get here or some other miracle to occur, and you've spent precious time just doodling around. Now, either get out there and fix what's broken and holding up progress, or get help. But it's definitely the moment to move forward, even though you probably still can't definitively say what you want to happen or how you want the whole deal to go. Now, I thought this was just so on the money for me because of our builders situation, with our annoying builders situation, where I can't say too much because I don't want to get anyone into trouble, but the guy is just basically a shonk, if you ask me. No, I can't say that. I take that back. He's not a shonk, but his behaviour has been rather dubious, in my opinion. I might be wrong. Maybe I don't understand. But anyway, so what's happened is we've decided to ask for a meeting to talk things through. And I thought, well, isn't that just perfect what Michael's written? Get out there and fix what's broken and holding up progress, or get help. And I thought, well, that's bloody right. That's exactly Saturn retrograde. So let me just explain it, okay? Basically, Saturn is the planet that builds things. It's also the planet of time. So when it's going retrograde, which it has been for the past while, it can actually cause delays. So if you in your life, you've been experiencing delays, that explains it. And also for all the people in Sydney, Australia, it's, for you, it's about moving forward after lots of delays because you've literally just come out of lockdown. So it's going to be different things for different people. I'm hoping that in our case, we're going to go and have this meeting with this fellow and we're going to say A, B, C, X, Y, Z, and it'll just push all this nonsense out of the way so everything can just proceed smoothly. I have to say it's actually going quite well. The place is actually starting to look like a house, but we have a few, issues that we want to get sorted out. So it's very much for that. It's like if you've been feeling held back, then it's time to start to move forwards as Saturn goes direct. So there you go. So for me, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going really intensely towards the promotion of my new deck of cards, which, would you believe, I actually don't have on my desk right now. I think, oh, I know, I took them out for dinner on Friday night, and because I wanted to do a reading for some girlfriends that I was with, and I can see my husband. You're about to go and get my bag, aren't you? Thanks, darling. You see, I mean, I'm complaining about him, and yet here he is being so gentle and kind with me. We had a misunderstanding. What can I say? I thought he said X. He said, no, I didn't say that. I said Y. And I'm like, I don't believe you. And he's like, no, I did. I promise on my whatever. And I'm like, okay, fine. I accept it, but I'm still going to be grumpy. I haven't had enough sleep either. Actually, Saturn's going direct today. Someone's saying Pluto next. Is Pluto next? I don't know. What I do know is we had a heck of a lot of planets all going backwards, including Mercury. So, you know, it's just been a time of slowness. And actually, one thing just to mention while we're waiting for Olivia to get my cards very kindly, is that Saturn is currently in the sign of Aquarius, which is the sign of humanity, okay? So everything that happens to Saturn right now is actually going to affect humanity. So that's why there's been this feeling, a lot of people have been saying they've been feeling irritable lately. Well, Saturn's really grumpy, so, you know, it makes sense because Saturn's really strong at the moment because it's changing directions. And the planets always, you feel them the most at the beginning and the end of the retrograde cycles. And so for the planet, actually, Saturn going forwards is a good thing because it means we can all start to move forwards again. And it's like, as Joe Morris just said, it's like an energy shift. It's an energy shift for everybody. And, you know, it's something to tune into and to think, okay, there have been delays. The thing is as well with Saturn, when Saturn's going retrograde, it actually can be a time to kind of tear things down and just, you know, smash down old structures and, you know, just to like deconstruct. And now as Saturn starts to move forwards again today, it's very much a time to start to reconstruct. So there we go. Has anyone got any questions I can answer? Let's have a look. Has anyone got any questions? So let's have a look. So happy, this is Tracy, so happy Saturn is going direct. It's in my first house and definitely feeling that held backness up to now.
They were not in the bag.
Oh, they're not in the bag? Okay, my cards are missing in action. We don't know where they are. That's all right, darling. Don't worry. We'll just, I do actually have another deck of them somewhere, but let's just do one from my first deck in the meantime, because I just want to do a card for the day. And let's hope we don't let your pride get in the way card. No, they're not here. I don't know where they are, darling. Doesn't matter. I'll find them. Maybe someone really needs to get a card from my old deck today. But my new deck is coming out in 8 days. And if you want to get all the goodies, then you have to buy them before the 19th of October. And I've put a link so you can see. Oh, that one wants to come through. I put a link if you want to get the goodies before they're published. I'm giving out sort of a thank you to anyone who pre-orders the deck before they come out because, you know, you're doing it on trust and why not? All right. Are you ready? Oh, thanks, Tracy. All right. I have the card here. Are you ready? It's a good card, actually. Whatever it is that you want, what do you want? Write it in the comments, say it out loud, write it down on a piece of paper. What do you want? One. Lisa James says, where is the link? The link is in the description, depending on where you're watching it. I definitely put the link in. Okay, Karen Shanahan wants a card. Think about what you want. Ask your question out loud or silently. Put it in the comments. Kylie wants a card. Sally Jenkins-Jones wants a card. Who else wants a card? Lorna's ready for her card. All right, Kimberly, I've got good news for you. Kimberly Cornish, here we go. The card is, it's the Hold Your Vision card, which is brilliant, actually. Brilliant. Let me just see this. Energy to put my house together and get ready for our new kitchen, says Beth. Ha! I feel you, sister. Hold your vision. Hold your vision. So basically, I mean, that can be a message. For me, that's kind of a message about something I was thinking about that I actually haven't discussed today, but actually can also be a vision, a message to all of us about, you know, whatever it is in life where it's been delays and you're feeling exhausted. You know, we're a bit exhausted by the building situation. I have to say, it's actually going fine now. And had they not been such jerks last week, we'd probably just let it all go. But there's been a whole lot of bad behaviour in the past X amount of weeks. And even though it's all going well now, we've decided, no, we've got to address this. We've got to speak out about it. And that, again, is very Saturn retrograde. It's like all that time just internalizing all our upset. And now as Saturn moves forward, it's time to actually say, you know what? This is actually, these are the facts, you know. Put these in your pipe and smoke them. So on the one hand, it can be hold our vision for our beautiful renovation, or for the person who has to get it together to get a new kitchen. It can be hold your vision for someone who said, I want a new job. Am I going to get a new job? It's can also just be hold your vision about whatever's been delayed. Hold your vision because it's going to be fine. Or where you've had fears, because Saturn's all about fears, and you actually have a vision for how you want to be things, then hold your vision. Okay, so it's a multi-purpose card. So there we go. Actually, that's really good. I'm happy with that on so many different levels, and I hope you are too. All right, so on that note, I will see you this afternoon if you're around, 4 p.m. UK time. I'll be doing my weekly radio show. I'm actually going to be speaking to Sam Channa-Moon, who's the lovely woman who took the photo, the new photo of me that I've been showing you. She actually took about 10 photos, but I've only got one so far. And I'm going to be talking to her about our inner seasons. I'm actually really looking forward to it. All right, guys. Yes, great card. I agree, Kylie. See you this afternoon, maybe at 4 o'clock if you're around for the radio show. Otherwise, I'll be back here tomorrow, 11 a.m. Ciao for now, guys.